Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the All the Way Up Radio Show. I am your host, Lydia High, and I'm excited to be here with you each and every Wednesday at 10:30, bringing you information about taxes, about finances, and small business. So today I have very, very special guests in the studio with me. First, I want to say I'm back in the studio, so I'm so excited about that. Back in the studio. We're just excited to be able to be here and to be live with you. And thank you so much for all the producers and everyone at KCEP for making this happen and being on the team. So today we have some very special guests in the studio with us today. And we're going to talk about something that's very dear to my heart, a program that's going on here in the Valley that I want to be able to share with you that you can be a part of, and help support. So it's always important to be able to support an organization, to come together, to be able to show love and appreciation and gratitude. And that's what this organization does at the same time, to educate, to train, and to bring up new recruits and firefighters. So today in the studio with me, I have Terrance Turner, an active firefighter with Clark County Fire Department and retired fire captain from Milwaukee Fire Department, Orlando C. Rice. So I'm excited today. They're going to be talking about an event that they have coming up as well as their recruitment program that they have. But before we get started with that, I want to thank our sponsor, Precise Business Management, for all your accounting needs. If you need help with your small business in accounting or finance or bookkeeping or business credit, give Precise a call at 702-542-3330, 702-542-3330, 702-542-3330, and we'll reach out to you and help you. So if you're just new to the Valley and you're starting a business or looking to start a business, you want to give Precise a call. So today we're just excited to talk about what this looks like and to be able to dive in to this event that they have coming up. I'm going to the event. I'm just really excited about it. This is my first time going to the event, so I can't wait until they start telling you about the event and what's going to be coming your way fairly soon. So let's get started. In the studio, like I said, I have Terrance Turner, an active firefighter with Clark County Fire Department.
Yes,
welcome.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about what brought you to this path of being a firefighter for LA County and the programs that you are working with.
For Clark County, but yeah, so
LA County. Why did I say that? Sorry about that.
So it's quite simple, and complex at the same time, right? But I had this calling to serve from a very young age. But there was an event that happened a couple years prior to me being hired where I was actually able to save my son's life at the age of 8 months old. Wow. Yeah, that had a huge impact on me.
Of course.
But one of the great things that came of that was my realization that this is the service that I want to provide for my community. This is the difference that I want to make in our world. And so I went after it wholeheartedly.
And that is just so important to know that there's always life-changing events that catapult us into things in our life.
Absolutely.
And that happens. And with that said, because you just mentioned your son and you just told me you have two beautiful children, I just wanted to just take a moment of silence for all those babies and the teachers and the lives lost in Texas. Yes. So again, that was just such a tragedy that went on yesterday, and I wanted to just acknowledge that, and that hopefully our country will do something and to change what's going on in our country so that doesn't happen again. So again, today you're listening to Lydia High, the All the Way Up Radio Show, and we're talking with a firefighter, active firefighter, Terrance Turner and Orlando Rice today about a program that they work with and an event that they have coming up. And I think it's just so valuable and so important that we're aware of the things that we're doing in the community. So you have a recruitment program, FPLA. Tell us about that. And how long have you been with the department?
Yeah, so I've been with Clark County for a little over 2 years now. When I was when I first decided to go on this path to becoming a firefighter, I had looked into different avenues, and one of the things that you need to do is go and get your EMT certification. So I went and attended the EMS Training Center of Southern Nevada, where I was actually introduced to one of the members of the Fire Preparatory and Leadership Academy, who's with us today. That's Captain Orlando Rice. He's been my mentor through this whole process. And that's exactly what we provide to folks like myself. I didn't have anybody in my family that was part of the fire service when I was looking to get hired. And I didn't really know a whole lot of people, right? So I didn't know where to start. And that's exactly where the Fire Preparatory and Leadership Academy came into my life and was able to provide guidance, training. We do interview skills, topics, so on and so forth. We meet every Saturday where we do academy-based physical fitness training, which is awesome.
How long is the training?
So essentially the program is as long as you need it to be.
Okay.
Right. So we do have, it's about 3 times a year that we do orientation. We bring on new recruits. However, it's structured to, get you hired, and this could be a sprint or it could be a marathon. I know when I was looking to get hired, it was projected 2 to 5 years to get hired. Okay. I got hired within 2 years.
Oh, wonderful.
So if that's any testament to what this, what our recruit training is, it's amazing. And real quick, so there's a couple things that you can do, right? So you have to go and get your EMT certification, and you can join an Explorer program. Many of the departments in the Valley have an Explorer program. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, most of them have their age cutoff is at 25. Right, so I was 28 years old when I was looking to get hired. Mm-hmm. So there really wasn't many other options that I had, but my goodness, this was just so impactful in my life.
Absolutely. And again, being able to be a young individual, I'm not sure what direction you want to go in life and what career path. So if there are any young people or parents out there or grandparents that may want to be able to give this information to a young individual that is 25 and under, how would they reach you? How would they get in contact with you? How would they get the information about this program? Yeah,
so just so we're, abundantly clear, there's actually no age discrimination or cutoff for our program. Okay. The programs I was speaking to was the Explorer programs locally. They have that age cutoff, whereas we don't.
Oh, and wonderful. So, okay.
There's tons of room for and a strong need for experienced individuals. We've gotten people hired in late as their 40s. So it's
wonderful.
Yeah. So there's really it's entirely up to you and your path. Right. Right. If this is your calling, we're absolutely here to help you out. And the first step would be going to the FPLA recruit.com. Again, that's FPLA recruit.com. You'll fill out that quick survey. It's just a brief bio about yourself and some added information, and then we'll reach out to you when we have an opening. So. Absolutely. Is there a phone number associated or a number that anyone can call if they have any questions? Yeah. So for right now, there's not a standard line, if you will, but you're more than welcome to reach out to me. My number is 702-467-7831. That's my personal number, and I'll do my best to get you put on the right path. Absolutely. So, say that number again. That's 702-467-7831. Wonderful. So if you're listening and you know someone that is looking to have a career path as a firefighter or are interested to get more information, please give Terrance a call. Go to the website. It's an amazing career. As everyone knows, my father is a retired lieutenant of the fire department out of New York City, and it is an amazing career, and he'd love what he was able to contribute to the fire department over the years. And again, it's a great career. It's something that I think it's not promoted and publicized as much as it should be. So I'm just really honored to have you guys on the show today. Well, thank you. Yes. So I'm going to let Orlando dive in and talk about this 5th annual AAFFM day trip to Los Angeles
Angeles. This is a great trip. This is actually something that they've been doing for 5 years, and I've been wanting to go for the last 5, and I haven't been able to make it. So I'm actually going this year, and my son, and I'm excited because it's going to be a great trip, and it is honoring, again, a retired Lieutenant Fire Department, William N. High, from the Fire Department, New York City Fire Department. So, and again, and others that Orlando's going to talk about, but I had to just give a shout out to my dad, Bill, N. High, for, just honoring him on this event. So, Orlando, tell us about this great event you have coming up, and what prompted this event to start?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for allowing us once again to have the format on 88.1 all the way up. You were graced to have us here on November 17th of last year, advertising, marketing our $2,000 Valley Firefighter Retirees National Registry Emergency Medical Technician Basic Scholarship.
Absolutely.
We had no takers. We had nobody fill out the application, so we'll start marketing that next month with Ems Training Center of Southern Nevada with Debbie Daly's website, and we're prayerful and hopeful that we'll be able to give out a $2,000 scholarship in January, the 4th Saturday of 2022.
Absolutely.
Beginning
that
back
would be great.
to the visionary Elder Bill High, FDNY, 1962-1980, Ladder 1, Manhattan. He came up with this idea of empowering our students and recruits by taking them to the Stentorians Museum, LA City, County, on June 17th of this year, our 5th year. Of course, we had the 2 pandemic years that we weren't able to attend, but Bill High and I planned it the first year, 2018, and second year, 2019. So, let me get right into it. This expedition is also dedicated to collecting, conserving, and sharing the heritage of African American firefighters through collaboration and education. June 12th, 2018 was the inaugural year. We went, and then we went June 11th on 2019. And then we had the 2 years of the pandemic, but we're looking forward to accompanying Lydia and 19 others right now. Deadline being June 1st on Friday, June 17th.
Now let me ask you. So the deadline is on June 17th, which is coming up pretty soon, and you have to RSVP by June 1st.
June 1st.
Yes. So is there a cost involved in this?
Yes, the cost is $55 to reserve your seat.
Okay.
That takes care of the van rental, snacks that you receive en route. Also, for the gas. So the deadline once again is June 1st. My cell is 414-510-7090. We have a cash app, to be able to pay reserve your seat. And once again, right now we're at 19. Deadline is June 1st.
And it says is the expedition acknowledges 100 years of service by African American firefighters from 1897 to 1997.
Yes, the first African American firefighter that was killed. He was killed in 1895. He joined the LA City Department in 1892. The local media, they reported him as being the first African-American firefighter who was hired by the department, and they were responding to a fire incident, probably horses pulling a steam pumper, and he perished. He died. So we honor those who have given their lives and given their souls and spirits to this work. We say we honor our ancestors, explore our present to shape the future. We honor our ancestors to explore the present to shape the future. So these students that we're taking, these future leaders of the fire service, this will be a valid tool in their toolbox to empower them about the contributions that African Americans have made to this noble profession called the fire service.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. Again, if you are interested in going on this trip to be a part of this experience and going to the African American Firefighters Museum, it's going to be on June 17th. And again, tell our listeners how they can reach out to you and what information is available to if they want to participate in this.
Well, the donation once again is $55. And we have the Cash App. You can contact me and Zelle at 510-7090, and then we'll point you into the right direction. We look forward to you making this trip. If you're not able to attend this year, you can always drive down there on your own with your family, but it's very powerful, very impactful to visit the museum. Absolutely. Station 30, which was a segregated fire station. They celebrate 25 years, December 13th of this year. And the museum is definitely a pillar in the community.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Again, this is the All the Way Up Radio Show. You are listening to Lydia High, your favorite accountant, and we are sitting here with two firemen, or retired firemen. Orlando, retired captain of the fire department in Milwaukee, Orlando Rice, and an active firefighter here in our valley, Clark County Fire Department, Terrance Turner. And talking about a program that they have, if you have a young person that may be interested in being a fireman, we're talking about that. And also a trip that they're taking to honor African American Firefighters Museum that's going to be on June 17th. So I just want to be able to just thank our sponsor, and then we're going to come back and talk more about this trip and what the experience was in the last 4 years, and tell us a little bit about what to expect. Right now, we want to thank our sponsor, Precise Business Management, for all your accounting needs. If you are a small business owner and you're looking for accounting, bookkeeping, receivables, or to help your business grow with business credit, give Precise a call at 702-542-3330. 702-542-3330. And every week we spotlight a small business and be able to give just some honor to a small business that's doing a great job in the community, that's doing so much for the community. And then this week we are spotlighting AA Printing Service for all your printing needs. AA Printing is right on Maryland Parkway, 4800 South Maryland Parkway, Suite C, Las Vegas, Nevada 89119. Give them a call if you have any business cards, postcards, or anything that you need printed. They do an excellent job and same-day printing. Their number is 702-527-7474, 702-527-7474, and it's aaprintinglasvegas.com. Again, this is Lydia High, your favorite accountant, and you're listening to the All the Way Up Radio Show. And I am in the studio today with two men that I just honor and take my hat off to, and just being able to have a career in public service and being able to give your life to help others is just such an honorable and noble career. And I just respect and thank you so much for what you do and what you do for us in saving lives of so many people. And again, my father is a retired lieutenant of the fire department in New York City, and he dedicated himself to being able to serve others and was injured in the process. So again, I know that it's a job that it's dangerous. In some cities, it is extremely dangerous. But today we're talking about a career path with regards to the fire department and an event that they have coming up, which is the African American Firefighters Museum 5th annual LA trip that's going to be on June 17, 2020. So you need to RSVP by June 1st. That's coming up. This is an amazing trip. So tell us, you've been doing this, Orlando, for 5 years. Tell us what we can expect.
You can expect an impactful trip there. Once you arrive at the museum, and even on the way back, we discuss the highlights of the trip. We discuss why we have taken on this opportunity to enlighten ourselves about our contribution, those of us of African descent, or even we take all ethnic groups. We understand what equity, inclusion, and diversity looks like as we move forward in this world, in this global market. Everything speaks to it, and everything should speak to it. And so this is an opportunity for those future leaders that we're preparing in the fire service to have an understanding of our contribution in this noble profession called the fire service once again. Bill High, 1962-1980, Ladder 1, Manhattan, FDNY. Has definitely been an impactful individual since I met him. My wife and I have been here going on 7 years, July 26th. I was fortunate to meet him in February of 2018, and we've been a part of Fire and Preparatory Leadership Academy in a volunteer capacity. And the 24 retirees that are here are committed to continuing the legacy of the visionary of the program, Fire Preparatory Leadership Academy, Samuel Lawrence Smith, who hailed from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and David Timothy Crossan, who hailed from Brooklyn, New York. Both individuals who are a big part of this program that started in 1983. So we continue their legacy as bridge builders here in the Valley to empower young people seeking this noble profession. And I'm very fortunate to have one of our mentees here who I met at Ems Training Center. I'm an AHA BLS instructor. He also met retired Deputy Fire Chief Paramedic Fernandez Leary. I was a paramedic 17 out of 30, so, our little side gigs, we teach at Ems Training Center, Southern Nevada, and we were fortunate to meet this young man who was seeking his career and mentored him, prior to getting on the department, part of FPLA, and now that he's on the department, we'll be preparing him to be a chief officer.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. It's always in preparation to go to the next level. It's always in preparation to go to the next level. Yeah. So again, tell our listeners how to get in contact with you to be a part of this African American Firefighters Museum trip.
You can contact me personally. This is my cell, 414, that's Wisconsin, 510-7090. I'd also like to invite you, if you have a young man or a young female who is seeking this profession, we work out at Doolittle Community Center, the historic West Side, on Saturday mornings from 7:30 to 8:30. We do cardiorespiratory. You will be tested. Initially, you're just going to observe, and then we have an orientation probably coming up in a couple of months. We have a classroom from 9 to 12. So we have our students on Saturday mornings from 7:30 to 12. We just visited an open house last Saturday with Fire Chief Sean White at Henderson Fire Department. We do mentorship. We have fire skills training. We have EMS skills training. We have resume writing. You name the subject matter that relates to the fire service, we offer that.
Community service.
Community service. Yeah. Your father, and I totally agree, stated that this is a one-of-a-kind program in the state of Nevada.
Yes.
Most of the other Explore programs here, the 4 departments, Clark County, LVFR, North Las Vegas, and Henderson, as classroom leader Terrance Turner stated, have a cutoff at 25. We've had students hired in their 30s, in their 40s. Since I've been keeping the records, since September 23rd, 2017, we've had 31 students hired, 27 have graduated, have taken oath ceremonies. So we've only lost 4 students.
Right.
We've had recently 3 students graduate last year from Springdale Fire Department, Arkansas, Wilmington Fire Department in Delaware, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and just recently, January 8th, Boulder City, who is now in the Academy for LVFR. We have 3 students in LVFR's Academy right now scheduled to graduate on July 7th, and we hope they all do. We have 1 in Henderson Fire Department also supposed to graduate on July 7th.
Wonderful. That is great. That is great to be able to see that your turnout rate as far as graduates, that is a huge
around
percentage.
88%.
Yes.
About 88%.
That is wonderful. So, Terrance, tell us, what advice would you give a young person that is looking to embark on a career in the fire department?
Well, first of all, thank you for that question. It's this is an amazing career. It's worth every bit of your time and effort put into it. When I was going through getting hired, I had 2 children, very young, 8-month-old, and he's about 1.5 years was the other one, and was working full time, had 2 jobs, and decided that I wanted to change in my life, so I went after it. Wholeheartedly went after it. I dove. And that's the commitment that you have to make, is just full commitment to this process. And have faith. Going through our program, there was something that was told to us time and time again, and it tickled me back then was, it's not if you get hired, it's when you get hired. You're going to get hired.
Right.
If you make that commitment, if you follow the order that we give you, right? And so it's amazing. It's super impactful. So that's the first step I would always say though is go to the EMS Training Center, of Southern Nevada would be my suggestion. Deb Daly runs a great program over there. get your EMT certification. That's step one. Step two is joining our program. We offer, like I said, academy-based training every Saturday, community service. We have guest speakers come in. We have contacts from all over, people that can coach and mentor you through the process. It's awesome. It's amazing. There's nothing else like it. And especially if you're over the age of 25 and you don't have any other really any other options. But even if you're younger than that, that's fine too. We accept folks as young as, I believe it's 18 years old.
The Boy Scouts.
Yeah. So that's where you start, right? And so this is more of a partnership than it is like, we'll be there to guide you, but you also need to put in the work.
Absolutely. Much is given, much is required. Mm-hmm. So definitely. So again, if there's a young person out there or someone's listening and they know a young person that can take advantage of this opportunity, how would they reach you?
Yeah, so the start is going to that FPLArecruit.com. Again, that's FPLArecruit.com. And you're going to fill out that survey. We'll reach out to you and let you know when the next orientation is. You can also reach out to me on my cell phone at 702-467-7831. Again, that's 702-467-7831. Just give me your name, information. I'll direct you to that survey, but at least I'll have your name in my phone and we can go from there.
Absolutely. Again, you're listening to Lydia High. This is the All the Way Up Radio Show. And I always do on my show before I get ready to leave is to give a quote. And I'm going to give a quote and then I'm going to allow our guest, Orlando Rice, to just let us know a little bit more about the show, about the event that's coming up that you can participate in, how you can do that. So again, the quote is, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. From Zig Ziglar. And it's so important to know that learning and continue education is so important. So learning and being able to know that change is possible. So if you have a career and you're not sure that this is the career you want to be in and you want to change to be a firefighter, absolutely reach out to the gentlemen that are here in the studio today and see if this is a career change for you. But continue to learn. And today, before we get ready to leave, we're just going to give information about the firefighters event that's happening on June 17th, and you have to RSVP by June 1st. So, Orlando, please give us the information one more time on how they can reach you.
414-510-7090. And the reason why we're doing this, once again, if you can type in your computer a poem, it's called Bridge Builder by Will Allen Drumgoole.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being in the studio with me. Until next time, you have a blessed week, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 10:30.
Absolutely.
God bless.
Ashe.